What's up, everybody? My name is Tommy Holt Jr., and I'm a local real estate investor in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and specifically in the niche of wholesaling. And if you know anything about that niche, one of the things that the biggest problems that we find as investors and wholesalers is that we always have to keep finding new inventory. We have to keep finding new product, in our particular niche is houses, for investors to fix and flip. And so where a lot of people are struggling with that, I found that, man, if I could use Facebook to place my ads in front of people in the right time, at the right position, then I could probably get some more leads coming to me, calling me, which is what, at any business owner, you always want that, right? But the problem was, where do I get this stuff? Where do I learn? So I was trying to figure out a system, a teacher, a vehicle that could help me along with that. And I was looking for a lot of different places. I looked at a lot of different programs, and I had found Boniface. Man, it has to be like, it was probably a good over a year ago. I saw an interview with him, and I was just like, man, I don't know this guy. I don't know if you're like me. Boniface, I call it like it is, man. Like, he's a young dude, and so my fault, I was prejudging. Just be honest with you. I'm like, yo, there's no way he's doing this. He's this young. I don't know. I don't know where I was thinking, but he got onto another interview, another podcast that just aired a little while ago, and a friend of mine, a personal friend of mine, was the one who was interviewing him. And so I called him up and I said, hey, is this guy real, man? I was like, he's the real deal? And he said, yeah, Tommy, he's the real deal. So that was all the push I need to go ahead and not really invest in him, because I mean, he's doing phenomenal, but invest in myself to learn this skill. And I think that's the best thing that we have to kind of think about, especially if you're going to be a real entrepreneur. If you're going to be a play entrepreneur, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're going to be a real entrepreneur where you're taking your livelihood into your own hands and you're going to be serious about this thing, you don't look at it as investing in him, you're investing in yourself. You don't look at it as a purchase, you look at it as an investment. And so when I went ahead and decided to make the investment in myself to do this, man, the world just kind of opened up to me. This advertising world is just phenomenal. If you can learn this skill, if you can learn how to market on Facebook, if you can learn how to market on social media, you can do whatever you want, right? It doesn't have to be real estate. It doesn't have to be trinkets and gadgets and hair products and all this stuff. It can be whatever you want. You just got to learn the skill. And so for me, that was one of the most game-changing moments. When I got in there into the course, and I saw that, man, this guy's literally breaking it down to the basics. Like, if you don't get it, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's so easy and so consumable that you know, it's just ridiculously easy to implement. And if you follow along with him, at the end of the module, he's telling you, do this now. He said, don't just watch the video and then think about it later. Like, actually do it as I'm telling you, and then you do it and you have the results. And it's just almost like printing it, you know, right? You can't get it any easier than that. So one of the things that I think is really cool about that program is that he walks you through it. There's no steps that are missing. And so the crazy thing about that is that once you do it, you realize that it can be done. And then for me, that was the thing that was like I was the most proud about, right? Is that I realized that, okay, wow, this ad is done. It's finished. All these other things that I've been trying to do, all the YouTube videos, fumbling through them, trying to figure out how to do these ads. And then in a couple of minutes, I'm looking up and I have a finished product that's ready to go. They're ready to be pushed out. And so that's the thing that I'm most proud about, is that my ads are now ready to go. And so they're completed and they're out there to the world, bringing people into me. And so right there is something that I think you really need to think about. Like, what if you had something that could bring you in an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month? Just knowing that, okay, on any given month, I could actually do this, I could actually bring in an extra 10K, is something that I think is a game changer for most people. That mental freedom of not having to worry whether or not you're gonna be able to pay your bills, I think is the thing that is just most important. So right now, my future is just unlimited right now, man. I'm fired up about going into this and just really going headstrong into this thing, man. And I just cannot wait. I cannot wait to just reinvest and get into the higher level program. So I highly suggest, if you were on the fence, get the heck up off the fence and get into this game, because this will change your life.